This is how to make passive income from affiliate marketing with zero investment using 100% free traffic. So anybody can do this and you don't even need a website. So welcome to ProfitCopilot.com. It's Mick Meaney here, and remember to hit subscribe so you never miss out on any of my marketing methods. And by the end of this tutorial, you will know exactly how to launch a brand new online business that generates passive income around the clock 24/7 in the next 20 minutes. Plus, you can easily rinse and repeat this to scale to insane heights. So let's go to the computer and get started. So we're doing niche research in a slightly different way to usual this time because we are driving 100% of our traffic from social media. This builds upon what we did last week. Now, if you missed out on that, don't worry. I'm going to give you a recap later on in this tutorial. So the point is, we're going to drive traffic from social media. So the niche research will be based purely around choosing the right hashtags. So I'm going to go to hashtagify.me. I'm going to think about my interests. It could be weight loss, it could be keto, it could be low carb. So I'm going to use that as my starting point. I'm going to search, and then I'm going to drill down into the niche a little bit. I'm going to see the level of popularity. I'm going to see what people are talking about when it comes to this niche. I'm going to scroll down to the demographics to find out the top countries. I'm just going to generate potential hashtag ideas for my niche. So all of these could be good to use. However, I would encourage you to have a healthy mix of widely used hashtags, very popular ones, such as weight loss or keto or even food, fitness. And then I would have a mix of lesser used hashtags, such as low carb, kinergetic, keto diet. I would get really specific with your hashtags if possible. So we would use hashtagify.me, but we can also use the TikTok Creative Center. Let me show you this, because here we can type in a keyword. If we're stuck for keyword ideas, we can go to the industry, check out a bunch of niches there. That could be a starting point, and then get the number of posts and views. Here we can see if I'm going with low carb, it gets crazy levels of traffic, and over the last 120 days we can see that it is really consistent. We can drill down into this even further. We can see the analytics. So in addition to all this lovely data, it's going to show you the related videos. So if we want to create our own content, we know what type of videos to model it on. Now, we're not stuck with just making videos here. We can use any type of media you like. TikTok is going to give you a wealth of information about your chosen niche and your chosen hashtags. It's going to give you audience insights, related interests. It's going to give you good demographics, and it's going to give you related hashtags as well. Now, if you're really stuck on choosing a niche, then Sprout Social has compiled a list of the most popular hashtags. It's going to give you the top 50 Instagram hashtags. I will put a link to this in the description. It's a great piece of content, but it's going to drill down into different industries or niches. For example, B2B, business to business. It's going to give you a top 10 list there. Fashion and beauty, fitness, food and beverage, technology, travel. If you're really stuck for ideas on where to start with your niche selections, go to this link. It's going to give you exactly what's working. So once we've chosen a niche, it's time to find affiliate products to promote. So what we're going to do is head over to Sharesale.com. I'm also going to go through ClickBank with you in a second, but I want to show you how to use these platforms in the right way. So what we will do is get our affiliate links and then put them in our social media bios. That's how we drive traffic. Okay, let's take a look at Sharesale.com. I'm going to go ahead and log into my account, and there we can see I've made 41 bucks already. That's not too bad. Okay, so we want to go to merchants, search for merchants. Now we can do a keyword search here, or we can click on categories. It's going to give you a bunch of niches, a bunch of industries to choose from. So that could be a starting point for you. But today I'm going to go with keyword search. I'm going to search for keto or keto diet, and it's going to give me a drop down list of ideas. I'm going to choose one of these that looks good to me. Keto diet could be a good starting point. Select that, then hit go. And now we've got some interesting metrics to work with, because here we have the percentage commission paid. So this offer, this affiliate link will pay between 12% to 25% commission per sale. The power rank, how well it's selling, is over 1,000, so that's very good. And then the EPC is $14. Now the EPC stands for earnings per click. It means the average amount you can expect to make per 100 visitors to the offer. So on average, if 100 people click your affiliate link, you should expect to make $14. Now let me speak about EPC for a second, because I know what some people will do. They'll run an offer after it generates 100 hops or 100 clicks. If it doesn't make any money, they'll swap it out for another. That's the wrong approach here. What you need to do is gather at least 1,000 clicks. That is going to give you enough data to make an accurate, fully informed decision. So I'll repeat that again. Run it for 1,000 clicks. So with Sharesale, it really is up to you to decide the best offer for you. It's going to be a combination of the right offer for the right audience, for the right commission, and the right EPC. So that's sharesale.com. Let's go to the ClickBank marketplace. Now the cool thing with ClickBank is, because it's pretty much all digital products, the commission is going to be much higher. So again, we can go through the different industries here at the top, or we can use the search bar. I'm going to go for keto, or maybe keto diet. I'm going to click on that. If we scroll down here, we've got some interesting metrics to work with. For example, this product has a gravity score of 4.43. The initial conversion is $25. Recurring billing is $29. So let me walk you through this a second, because the gravity score in general doesn't mean that much on ClickBank. It can be manipulated. People can mess with this to make it look like they're achieving more than they maybe really are. However, we want to see at least something. So for example, this one, gravity score of 0, it's not even on sale yet, okay? But the gravity score is 0, so we would avoid that. However, if it had a score of 0.01, then it's a contender. We just want to see some movement, some sales. Another important thing to consider when you're promoting digital products is the reoccurring billing. So what we really want to do is get people into a continuity program, so we make recurring income. We make residual passive income over time. Something that's going to provide reoccurring billing for you, reoccurring income. So take the time to explore everything on offer on ClickBank. Choose a product that you're happy with, and no matter which one you go with, ClickBank or Sharesale, once you've joined the program, you've got your affiliate links or your hop links, you paste that into the social media bios. That's where we will drive traffic from, which I will show you how to do in a second. Okay, so now you have found a niche and you have chosen an affiliate product to promote. It's time to start driving free traffic. But before we do that, if you want to see the affiliate marketing blueprint that Charles used to retire in 180 days, go to profitcopilot.com/180. Okay, let's go back to the computer and start driving that traffic. Okay, head to Google and type in Google Bard. Now this is Google's very own AI tool, and there's a specific reason why we are using this over one of the many other options that we have available to us. We're using this because, well, let me show you a prompt that I added previously. So I have asked the AI to give me 30 motivational quotes about weight loss and add them to a spreadsheet. This is the important bit. So of course you will have to decide how many motivational quotes you want and for which niche. I'm choosing 30 for weight loss. Now this depends on your posting schedule. If you're posting once a week, then you're going to need 52 motivational quotes. If you're posting once a day, then you're going to need 365. It's entirely up to you. You can bulk this out and have a year's worth of social media posts ready to go if you want to. So here it's generated that for us. And if we scroll down to the bottom, here we have export to Sheets. This is the important part. So click on Sheets. It's going to open up the file in Google Sheets automatically for you. And it's going to give you those same two columns that we can see here. So we've got author and quote. So there we have quote and author. And then I'm going to download this spreadsheet. So I'm going to click on File, Download, and I want to download it as a CSV. Once that's done, I'm going to head to Canva and I'm going to click on Create Design. Here we have Instagram Story. Now, I think this is probably the best size for a lot of social media, including TikTok videos. For this example, I'm just going to create static images. So I'm going to click on Instagram Story, and now we have the right dimensions. If we go to Design on the left-hand side, and then Search Story Templates, and let's think about what we're doing here. So I'm going to create posts that contain a quote. So I'm going to search for quotes. And then we have lots of templates to choose from. Now we want it to look relevant to our niche. So maybe I could add in weight loss. So let's choose a nice template here. We could go with this one. That's nice and simple. Now we want to make a few changes here. So obviously you can change the background if you want to. You can add in a different image. You can play around with the font, size of the text, and all that good stuff if you want to. That's fine. But if you have just one text field here, what you need to do is add a second one. So let's go to text here on the left hand side, and then we can add a text box. I'm just going to use a very small one here. Click on that. There, it's added in. I'm going to change this a little bit. So I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. And then I'm going to change the position of the main text here. I'm not going to play around with this too much because I just want to get up and running and show you. But once we're happy with how it looks, then that's where things get really interesting. Okay, before we move on to the next step, now you already know that traffic is the most important thing that you need. So take a look at how I got more than 4 million hits every month to one of my websites for free. I want to show you when you go to profitcopilot.com/traffic, and you will get the same strategies that my student used to make $2 million online for free. Okay, let's head back and take a look at the next step. So we've got two text boxes here. Now what we want to do is get all the content from your spreadsheet added into fields here. I'll show you how to do that automatically. So on the left hand side, click on Apps, then scroll down to More from Canva, click on Bulk Create, and now we upload the CSV file that we downloaded from Google Sheets. So this file here, we've downloaded it to our computer. Now we want to upload it to Canva. When we do that, we now have two fields here. We have quote and author, just like the columns in Google Sheets. So now what we need to do is align or connect the quote with the quote field here and the author with the text box here. We can do that really easily by right-clicking over the text, then go to Connect Data, and here we have quote or author to choose from. So I'm going to click on quote, and there it's added it to the text field. I'm going to do the same thing for the author box here. Right-click, Connect Data, and then choose author. And now we click Continue. I'm going to click Generate, and then watch what happens. It's going to open a brand new window, and we can see that Canva has automatically generated about 30 images for us automatically and added the quote for each one into a brand new image that we can just go ahead and download. So now we can schedule these to social media. When it comes to that task, I use Content Studio. I believe it is the best one that I have found so far. But Content Studio is very intuitive. I recommend it so much that I am going to put my affiliate link in the description for you. Let me show you what it looks like for me. So we can see that I've got a few days worth of social media content scheduled here. It's ready to go. And if I want to post something on, let's say I want to post something on the 14th. I will click the plus icon there, then I can upload an image, I can add all my tags, I can choose the channels that I want it to be posted automatically to, and it will just work as expected. Because you might be wondering, well, why don't we just use the Canva social media tool? Because we can schedule things through Canva too. And the reason why I don't recommend using that is because in a lot of cases it will use push notifications. So what that means is it will send a message to your phone for you to manually add the content to the social media channels. It doesn't work like that for every social media channel, but when I was doing my testing, it did it enough to make me not want to use the social media calendar inside Canva. And that is why I go with Content Studio instead, because it doesn't need push notifications. It will just automatically post to social media when I need it to, without bothering me, without me having to do anything manually, and I can just get on with other tasks or spend my time however I like. Now, one thing I really like about Content Studio is the Discover tab. So if we click on Discover, it makes content curation really easy. So we can set up our topics here, and then we can choose from a wide range of stories that are happening in your niche, and then we can schedule them in advance. One more thing we can do with Content Studio is bulk upload. So if we go to Compose, click on Automation, we can now upload hundreds of social media posts all in one go, and we can schedule them through a spreadsheet similar to the one that we looked at earlier. In fact, it gives you a template file to use. But it's not the only option. I used to use Buffer. I absolutely loved Buffer, but it just couldn't do the content curation aspect that Content Studio does. Okay, now you have a fully automated passive income business that's ready to go. But why stop there? Why not scale this and create multiple income streams? What if you repeated this process for different niches, for different products? How many passive income streams could you make in the next couple of days? What about in the next week? Or what about after a month? How much money could you make? And listen, if you are serious about making passive income, then take a look at how my student Charles made enough money to retire in 180 days. Go to profitcopilot.com/180 and get that free blueprint. Okay, thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me, and God bless.